Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Land of Fire. We've changed series now. The other series we were just bringing you has concluded. So now we are in a different quarterfinal match. This is Throw versus CL. Their game 4. Zath, talk to me about the CL lineup here in green.
Yeah, so we've got Mortis in a Torpedo Spec Shimakaze, not unique upgrade, just torpedoes. We got Yomu in a Delny with Dazzle and Heal. Kital
Just call him Kita.
In a Ragnar. Yeah, Kita's fine. I like Kita. We got Maruku in a Svea, typical build for a Svea, I'd say. Coffee in a Petropavlovsk. We haven't seen Petra all day because everybody's been banning it except for these guys, apparently.
Yeah.
So reload for him instead of unique upgrade. Our first time seeing a Cerberus Raptor. That's a Shlomo. All right, with outnumbered. And then finally, Darling in a Salem with radar, top grade gunner, and outnumbered. For battleships, we've got Xbox in a Kremlin, typical build we've seen. And then finally, there's your favorite Eminon in a Rhode Island.
Let's go.
Dropping a little bit of survivability for some more utility with Brisk plus one of the other 1-point skills. Not a bad choice.
The last Rhode Island we saw on this map ended very ingloriously, so I have to hope for a better end result here.
I want to come the same way.
I want to come back. I know he is. I want to come back to the Cerberus pick in a minute. Let's look over the throw lineup next first.
Sure.
Ydum's Habarovsk here in red, headed out towards the A cap. Actually, there's a double Habarovsk, excuse me. Him and Cyrex, very similar builds. One with concealment, one without. Both of them on fearless brawler and gun range. Backed up.
What's weird is the one with concealment.
He's in the lead.
One without, but one is taking concealment expert, the other one's taking the concealment module. That just feels weird.
That is odd, but that's where they've landed. Backed up by Kappa's Summers, looking like he's going to use presumably some of his smoke to help Infinity's Brisbane get into position. Summers in a torpedo build, as you would expect. Brisbane in a gun build. Sometimes we see torpedo build Brisbanes, but not here. Back towards mid. WG please buff Enterprise. Okay, we're just going to call him Enterprise here in mid and his daring. A little bit of RPF action and gun reload. Backed up close aboard, Friedrich's Des Moines here. Unique upgrade. Towards the other flank, we have Melvin's Svea. Outnumbered to go with gun reload. Spotter's Petropavlovsk. Unique upgrade and radar mod in slot 2. And top grade gunner. And last but not least, Kaz Kremlin here. Much survivability build. And of course, artillery room 2, as you would expect for an American battleship. Only one battleship on the throw lineup, Zaf.
Yes, and I believe, Spotter plane choosing to leave a flag behind is interesting. And also, unique upgrade means it's better for AP, but you lose one of the charges of consumables. Cyrex might take a torp.
He's
okay.
He's well ahead of that mess.
Yeah.
Brisbane radar allowing the Habarovs to continue to punish Mortis, even though he's just trying to get the hell away. They're going to chunk him for over half his HP here early as Wydum takes a big hit as well. But he gets heals. He has heals. Yeah, that's the Rhode Island probably.
Yeah.
But he has heals, something his enemies cannot say.
Right. So a reminder, this is a best of 5, and CL in the lead 2-1. So if Throw wins this, it forces a game 5. If Throw loses this, they're out of the tournament dunzo.
Now, I want to ask about Cerberus, Zaf. Why on earth would you take one of these versus, I don't know, pick almost any other tier 10 heavy cruiser, a Goliath, let's say. Why would you take a Cerberus precisely?
The big thing that the Cerberus has, of course, is that crawling smoke, the ability to put the smoke screen down and then maneuver, which in traditional Death Snail play does allow for the ability for, say, Mortis to smoke up, Schlaumo can go in, and then he can pop his to smoke himself to the next location. We have seen some Cerberuses play that style. Unfortunately, it's just not good enough from what I've seen. So I'm with you on what the heck. But you just see that AP salvo coming in from the Cerberus on All Infinity's Brisbane?
I did not, actually. I was busy looking at the middle of the board where the Svea took a torp and had an AP salvo coming in. Cerberus taking a torpedo over here on the 1 line.
Yeah.
Early lead going to
you've got-
CL. They picked up A and C early. Throw just now answering with the decap. B still contested. Go ahead.
And look, Raptor, the Rhode Island went to the same spot to get farmed out and die again.
Well, he's not dead yet, but good Lord, he also didn't peek out quite as far as the last one did.
That is true.
That's not stopping them
That
from
is true.
busting their butts to try to get this kill, and rightly so. Anytime you can farm out an enemy battleship is a good day.
The big question is, what's going to happen with these Shimakaze torpedoes that are on their way?
Yeah, Mortis at one point was chasing the Cabas down the 10 line to kind of keep them spotted for the Cerberus. And then at one point, one of the Habas looked like he was turning around to come back. Like, oh, you're going to chase me? Well, we can all play this game. And then eventually everybody kind of backed off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
Infinity's got his Hydro up.
Still, the B cap remains unclaimed. Maruku Svea here doing good work, kind of holding everybody in place. The Kremlin, that's Xbox, his gun's looking there, keeping the Des Moines honest as well.
Mm-hmm. Also, Darling's Salem has claimed the Fidget Spinner Island for CL. So, congratulations.
I mean, yay.
I know.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's a good position to hold an enemy push, but there is no enemy push right now, so
Yeah.
we'll just chill. Shomo might take another torpedo. Shlomo, yep, there he goes in the Cerberus. Ouch.
Pops the DCP. Heel already ticking.
But Throw leaving the Rhode Island behind with the Cabas, that's an interesting decision.
Well,
I feel like they could have easily made something happen over here.
The Cabas, I think, are rotating back towards A, trying to maybe see if the Rhode Island would back up far enough they could keep farming him out a little bit. Turns out, no. He's going to move forward back around that island again.
Yeah, he just got spotted while he was reversing. I think he was shooting at Frederick's Des Moines.
He was, but Rhode Island, I believe, if memory serves, is only a 14-inch main battery. That's not going to overmatch the Des Moines bow. That's one of the few battleships at this tier that Friedrich could just be like, yeah, whatever, do your thing. The Montana.
In fact, looks like he's shooting HE.
Yep, the Montana has turned around to get into the game. He's throwing an AP salvo downrange on Eminon's Rhode Island. Let's see what he can get out of it here. About 10K, not too bad. Maruku Svea comes in with a radar over B, able to put a little bit of damage.
And now the Cabas open up.
Yep. They know now both Cabas back towards mid, no longer on the 10 line. Rhode Island radar going up, detecting exactly nothing.
Yeah, but you feel good about it.
Ooh, Friedrich starting to become in trouble here. Feels like he needs to get himself to some cover.
All the early hits really add up as Shlomo takes another torpedo in his Cerberus.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Shlomo just soaking up the torps over here.
But Rhode Island, of course, better reload because lower caliber guns. Also more barrels. Fantastic fire starting battleship.
It's a 210-point lead here for CL. Both teams trading fairly evenly. Nobody owns B. Throw has thus far been unable to find a way to break into any of these other caps. Use Delny, going to keep the pressure on. Looks like he might sneak up to the top end of the decap here, or at least threaten. Duck, dive, and dodge in and around here. Although, Melvin farming out Xbox's Kremlin.
Yeah, that's an interesting play here. Yums Delny getting in on this now.
Yeah. It feels like if Throw could bag a kill or two, the dominoes would begin to fall their way, but they haven't figured out how to do it just yet. Although maybe that moment is coming because the Summers and the Brisbane are moving up the 10 line.
That's why I really feel like that was their opportunity, was with the destroyers there with the Cabas. Be decisive.
Yeah.
And then I think they were kind of outplaying mind gaming themselves. Now Brisbane is using radar detecting the Shimakaze. That's cool.
Yep. Cerberus AP coming in. One Citadel out of it at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Is Kappa going for it? He is. Here we
Indeed.
go. Rhode Island's guns are looking the wrong way. That's why he's making this play.
Yep.
As long as he
This
stays
could
to this.
very well give him the kill they need.
Yep. Rhode Island's not even going to get a shot off. His gun's looking over the wrong way. Kappa going to be able to get the torpedoes in and stay on the starboard side of the Rhode Island. Rhode Island's turret's coming around, not in time.
Yeah, but
Kappa
he's taking a lot of damage.
He needs to smoke and break contact here.
He can't.
Oh, the Petro's got him on radar. Yeah. That's going to put him out of the game.
Yeah.
Really
That's
couldn't
still a
afford
good
that
kill,
trade.
but-
It's a good kill, but I don't think they could afford the trade there.
Well, see, here's the thing. They know the Petro's radar is baited out, which allows all Infinity's Brisbane to walk into the A cap. So there's that. Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Frederick is going to probably be forced to move into the B cap. He's not though.
Yeah. They've brought the Habas all the way back to the 7 line now.
Yeah,
They've been
like,
all
what are you
over the
guys
map.
doing?
Feels like they could have easily just tag teamed the B cap, but here we are.
They could have tag teamed A. They could have tag teamed B.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, we're going to go to C instead and waste a whole lot of time.
Well,
Okay.
the Montana salvo, that was a Montana salvo, firing AP at the Kremlin. I feel like he should have swapped to Flame Tana mode by now.
Yeah, Flame Tana is the right call.
Especially against the Kremlin's deck armor. I mean, he's got plenty of HE over there backing him up. Throw is going to step onto C. They stuck briefly onto A with the Brisbane, but then back off. He'll be back on it here in a moment.
Back off.
I'm not sure. I have no idea. I think that's a caller. I think they're actively calling him off of that cap. But I like the idea of keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, I don't get why they would pull him from the cap. That makes no sense. Xbox, 2,000 hit points, and Dark.
Dark for the moment. And his last heal is about to show up. He's going to make it to it.
Just in time for Cyrex's Kaba to open up. And Melvin Mahler's Svea.
Torpedoes coming in on the Haba and the Daring. I have no idea these torpedoes are here. Cyrex is going to speed up.
Whoa.
And he's okay. The Svea has the opportunity.
Melvin's okay
He's
too.
okay. All right, they've got eyes on Xbox again. The Des Moines now getting in on this. This is good. You needed this. The Montana's still firing AP. I don't like this play, but that's what he's doing. Yeah. Well, he did get about 10K out of that salvo. They're going to bag this kill. They're trying to bring the Svea smoke over on him. He's trying to power through with the DCP to make sure he doesn't take a fire. His AP salvo going down range on Casman Montana, but he dives out of it. 900 points for CL. Oh, and Infinity gets smashed by the Petro. He's alive, but just barely so.
And there goes, what? The Salem manages to outplay Spotter Plane's Petro.
Oh, we missed it completely. We haven't even looking.
Over
Why
on
would
that
you
fidget spinner island.
do this? Why you do this? 60 seconds now. They're still trying to farm out the Kremlin. They can spot him again.
Unbelievable.
They've pushed the Montana onto the A-cap, and now he goes down to the Cerberus. That's the game.
That really is. That really is.
The Brisbane's
They
not
can't
on
even
the
get the Kremlin.
They do get the Kremlin.
They do, finally. Okay, they do.
They have to push Infinity onto the A-cap. Get out and breathe faster. Like, lean into it, my dude.
I just don't get it. Like, he could have been there for so much longer. They could have had the cap right now.
I don't know. Brisbane, they were up to 999 and now back to 950.
Wow.
Throw fighting for their tournament lives in this match.
There goes the Brisbane. Cerberus domination.
That's game. There it is. When the Brisbane dies, it's over.
Yeah.
Because he was their last play at the A-cap. Man, he had a chance at that cap a while ago. I feel like they moved him off of it too early.
Yeah, I really don't understand that decision, and I
Yep.
really don't understand the decision to take all those destroyers off of
All the way off the map.
winnable
Yeah.
caps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well, throws out of the tournament. CL moves on.
CL's going on to
tomorrow.
tomorrow's semifinals here, ladies and gentlemen. They are your winner in this quarterfinal match.
All right. Game 4 for TSYMQ started, so
Yep.
I would imagine that's going to be the only game in town.
We can't. Well, Rain versus TWA is going to a game 5. Rain did win game 4.
Okay.
If you want to pop over there, we can go suffer with everybody else.